Sometimes it's the actions we don't take that have the worst consequences. The places we don't explore that leave us feeling lost, feeling a void, making you feel like you were meant for more. Sometimes we become so focused on the straight path of what we're supposed to do that we forget about all the possibilities the world offers. We forget to ask ourselves what truly matters to us and where we want to go. We might find ourselves trapped, trying to please others and afraid of failure. I remember when I was a kid, just playing in the living room with my father. He shared a quote with me which said that in 20 years, we would regret the things we didn't do more than the things we did. This quote didn't mean much at that time, but years later, it would resonate and inspire me to embrace new adventures and horizons. Coming into my adulthood, it made me want something more than just the average life. It made me get ambitious. However, as life unfolded, I realized that this mindset started shifting back. It became less about exploration, dreams, and discovery, and more about meeting expectations and following a predetermined path. We often become fixated on meeting the expectations of others without questioning where these expectations come from or if they align with our own dreams. This tunnel vision destroys our ambition and personality as a unique individual that everyone is. Steve Jobs once said, "The people who made the biggest impact in the world didn't do it by just following what others were doing." It's incredible how quickly we lose control of our own life when we're focused on a narrow path. We forget to question who has the authority to dictate what's best for us. We must pause and reflect on our own desires instead of blindly following the expectations imposed upon us. When we have a destination in mind, fueled by our hopes, dreams, and ambitions, it becomes an adventure. However, when someone else determines our destination, it becomes obedience. The greatest disservice we can do to ourselves is to neglect our inner voice and follow a path that doesn't align with our true desires. Do you remember being at school and the teacher telling you what, when, and how to do something? That left no space for creativity and individuality. You wished you could just at least choose what you wanted to learn, but you had to do what you were told. We can apply this realization to our lives. We long for control over our own paths, to walk our own journey. We need to ask ourselves where we are going and why. To rediscover our purpose and redefine our paths, we need to have a deep conversation with ourselves. We need to disconnect from external distractions and spend time with our thoughts. Ask ourselves what truly matters in this world, if our current direction aligns with our values, and if we are living a life true to ourselves. This self-reflection is crucial and should be celebrated as a significant achievement. It's easy to navigate through life without having these self-evaluations. It's easy to follow someone else's song and dance to it. But when we open our eyes and see the correlation between our thoughts, actions, and reality, we realize that we have the power to shape our own lives. We can choose what we want to do, what opportunities we want to pursue, and what direction we want to take. We can break free from the constraints of expectations and create our own story. 20 years from now, we will deeply regret the things we didn't do more than the ones we did. So let's drop everything and pursue what we truly want, leaving behind our comfort zones. That is exactly what I did when I started this YouTube channel and my faceless Instagram account. I did that because I have something inside me that says that the university, 9-to-5 jobs, one holiday a year lifestyle is not enough, and I'm willing to go the extra mile to get the life I know I deserve. The famous Hollywood actor The Rock has once said that you shouldn't wait for opportunities, you should create them. And that's exactly what we must do to break free. Let's explore, dream, and discover. Let's venture down the paths that have sparked our curiosity for so long. Let's give ourselves permission to pursue our passions and dreams. It's time to take that green light and build the life we've always imagined. Remember, success is not a straight line. Many failures in life happen right before we reach success. Look at failure not as barriers that will terminate your goals, but as natural stepping stones towards it. Look at them as opportunities to learn what went wrong and capitalize on that to improve yourself and get closer to where you want to be in life. We must keep going, even when faced with setbacks and challenges. After a lot of time listening to people who have made it in life when researching for my YouTube and Instagram account, I learned the ultimate key to succeeding in any part of life does not lie on just being momentarily motivated or waking up ready for the day. It majorly lies on being consistent, grinding every day of every week, of every month. I don't care what anyone else says, because that alone, combined with a determination to improve yourself every time, that is what actually changes lives and separates the average 9-to-5 mediocre person from the King of Kings. So listen to this message every time you feel like not going to work, not getting out of bed and just scrolling on your phone. Do it so you are consistent. The pain of discipline is much lighter than the pain of regret. So keep pushing forward, even if it means taking small steps every day. Each step counts, and each step brings you closer to your goals. Life is a journey of constant growth and transformation. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves. It's about embracing discomfort, facing our fears, and doing things that scare us. It's about recognizing that change starts from within and having the courage to evolve. We can't outrun ourselves. We must confront our weaknesses and rise above them. It's not just about reaching the destination. It's about who we become along the way. So, don't be afraid to look in the mirror and acknowledge the changes you need to make. Embrace the discomfort, step out of your comfort zone, and do one thing every day that scares you. Be courageous and take that leap of faith towards your true potential. And remember, life is not about running away. It's about running towards something. It's about discovering your purpose, sharing your unique gifts with the world, and leaving a positive impact. So, don't be afraid to make the necessary changes and become the person you are meant to be. It's not just about you. Think of all the lives that people like Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla changed. If they just gave up, the world would be a completely different place to what it is today. No light, no cars, and most of the electronics that we use today. So keep going, even when the road seems uncertain. Trust the process and believe in yourself. The key is to have the discipline. We need to define our North Star and focus on what truly matters to us. By breaking down our vision into small steps and consistently working towards it, we can make progress and achieve our goals. Trusting the process means surrendering to the unknown and having faith that things will fall into place. We must also remember to keep going, even when we run out of options. It is in those moments when we are forced to face ourselves and make the necessary changes. Running away from our problems or discomfort will never lead to growth. Instead, we should embrace the discomfort and every day step a little bit out of your comfort zone. By facing our fears, we become stronger and evolve into the person we need to be. Ultimately, the journey of self-discovery and personal growth is about becoming the best version of ourselves. It's about transforming our weaknesses into strengths and embracing the unknown. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing our potential rather than dwelling on past failures. We have the power to change and create a meaningful life. So let's embark on this journey and keep going. But have you ever wondered how helping others can actually help you? If so, then watch this Anne Frank video next to learn how she managed to do it even during the most cruel period of the past century.